Welcome Brainwaves community. Today we are exploring some of the coolest and most fascinating animals that once roamed this earth, only to become extinct. These creatures come from different parts of history and from different parts of the world. Some of them were hunted extensively for their valuable resources, while others were wiped out by climate changes. Despite their demise, these animals continue to intrigue and inspire us, conjuring both a feeling of nostalgia and wonder. So, join us as we go on a journey to discover some of the most amazing extinct creatures that we know. Let's get started. The sabre-toothed tiger is a magnificent creature that's often associated with the Ice Age. They lived alongside early humans and had adapted to become one of the most formidable predators on the planet. Long, razor-sharp canine teeth over 7 inches in length made them perfectly equipped to take down large prey, allowing them to survive and thrive for thousands of years. They hunted a variety of animals and were an important part of the ecosystem that existed at that time. But sadly, approximately 10,000 years ago, the sabre-toothed tiger became extinct due to several factors, including resource depletion, climate change, and human involvement. Let's dive deeper into these amazing creatures to learn more. To become amazing predators, sabre-toothed tigers had evolved a number of perfectly designed adaptations to help them hunt large prey. One of their most distinctive features was their elongated canine teeth, which were more than 7 inches long in some cases. These teeth were just perfect for slicing through tough hide to deliver a killing blow to their prey. Sabre-toothed tigers were also very muscular and had powerful legs that allowed them to run at high speeds for sustained periods of time. They had sharp claws that could grip onto their prey and take them down. Their muscular jaws and strong teeth helped them to take down the largest prey with ease. These adaptations made them perfect for the role of apex predators in the ecosystem they inhabited. They were truly a force to be reckoned with. While there is no one single factor that contributed to the extinction of saber-toothed tigers, there were several reasons which have been identified as possible causes. One of the most important causes was the depletion of resources due to climate change that followed the end of the last ice age. As a result of these changes, many of the saber-toothed tiger's natural prey species died out, which in turn led to a decline in the numbers of saber-toothed tigers as well. Human involvement, notably hunting, also played a role in the extinction of these majestic predators. Here, it is also noteworthy to say that till today the role of hunting is still widely debated among researchers. The combination of changes in climate, depletion of their resources, and human hunting pressures ultimately proved too much for the saber-toothed tiger to overcome, leading to their eventual extinction approximately 10,000 years ago. We can only wonder what would have happened had these amazing creatures survived to the present day. Woolly mammoths were one of the most fascinating creatures to walk the earth. They were one of the last surviving species of early elephants, and they thrived in cold environments by adapting to them in ways that allowed them to survive in freezing temperatures. Their long, shaggy fur provided them with the necessary protection, as well as served as insulation from the cold. The mammoth was an important part of the ecosystem they inhabited, and they played a critical role in maintaining a balance in their environment. Unfortunately, the woolly mammoth ultimately went extinct, around 4,000 years ago, and the reasons for their disappearance have been the focus of ongoing research. While we may never know the full story of these amazing creatures, we can't help but be intrigued by the mysteries that surround them. Join us as we explore the world of the woolly mammoth, and the factors that led to their extinction. Woolly mammoths were incredibly unique creatures, perfectly adapted to life in cold environments. One of their most distinctive features were their long shaggy fur, which provided them with the necessary protection against the freezing temperatures of their habitats. But it wasn't just their fur that made them unique. Woolly mammoths also had curved tusks, which were more than 16 feet long in some cases, and served as valuable tools when digging through snow, ice, and permafrost to find food. These tusks also played a critical role in the male's ability to compete for mates. Additionally, woolly mammoths were very muscular, with powerful legs that allowed them to move through the snow and ice with ease. They were herbivores and fed on a variety of plants that were available to them over their wide range, which extended into both North America and Eurasia. All of these adaptations made them perfectly suited to life in the harsh conditions of Ice Age environments. The extinction of woolly mammoths is believed to be caused by a combination of factors, including climate change, hunting, and disease. Climate change caused a decline in the availability of food sources in the environments that the mammoths inhabited, making it difficult for them to survive amidst dwindling resources. The increasing human population and their hunting of mammoths in large numbers for their meat and tusks played a significant role in the extinction of these creatures as well. Finally, disease also played a part, as the woolly mammoth was susceptible to a range of illnesses that may have ultimately led to their decline. Although we may never know for sure exactly what caused their extinction, it's clear that a combination of factors came together to bring down one of the world's most unique creatures. The dodo bird is one of the most well-known and beloved extinct animals. Native to the island of Mauritius, the dodo was a flightless bird that was hunted to extinction by humans in the late 1600s. The dodo is particularly famous for its unusual appearance and behavior, which made it stand out from all other birds. The name itself, dodo, has become synonymous with something that's gone forever. The dodo played an important role in the ecosystem of Mauritius, and its extinction was a tragedy for both the animal kingdom and for humans who have lost the opportunity to get to know these amazing birds. Sadly, due to limited accounts and lack of conservation efforts, the last dodo was killed within just a century of human discovery. Join us as we learn more about this peculiar bird, their behavior, and the reasons behind their extinction. The dodo bird was quite unique in its appearance and behavior. The dodo stood about 3 feet tall and weighed around 50 pounds. One of the most prominent features of the dodo was its long, hooked beak, which it used to forage for food among the underbrush of the forests they inhabited. The bird had a stocky body, short wings, and a plump appearance. They were flightless birds, and hence, had no need for the strong muscles that flying birds possess. Their legs were stout, and they used them to run for short distances. The dodo was a social bird known to live in groups or flocks, and they tended to nest on the ground. Sadly, the dodo was an easy prey for humans, as their lack of fear towards creatures they had never before encountered made them almost defenseless against human hunters. Their extinction is a tragedy not just for them, but for humanity as well, and we can only wonder what other marvels we may have lost due to human factors. Sadly, the extinction of the dodo bird was due entirely to human activities. When sailors first landed on the island of Mauritius in the late 16th century, they found a variety of unique animals that they had never seen before, including the dodo. Because the bird was flightless and had no natural predators, it was an easy target for the sailors who hunted the bird relentlessly for its meat. Because dodos had never seen humans before, they had no natural fear of them, which made them an even easier target for hunting. Overhunting by humans and destruction of their habitat were the primary reasons behind their extinction. The last known sighting of the dodo bird was in the late 1600s, and soon thereafter they disappeared completely. Unfortunately, there were no conservation efforts made to preserve the dodo, and very few accounts of their existence were written down. The extinction of the dodo bird is a stark reminder of the impact that we as humans can have on the environment around us. The Tasmanian tiger, also known as thylacine, was a marsupial carnivore that used to live on the island of Tasmania in Australia. It was the largest carnivorous marsupial of modern times, and it was known for its distinctive appearance and unique behavior. The thylacine was a solitary predator that hunted at night, and it had a broad diet that included wallabies and kangaroos, as well as smaller fauna like insects and birds. The thylacine was a marvel of nature and one of the most fascinating animals to have lived, with its sharp teeth, striped fur, and its athleticism being just a few of the reasons why it captured the attention of many during its time. Unfortunately, despite the sightings and supposed traces, the thylacine is widely regarded as being extinct, and the reasons for its extinction remain a matter of speculation and regret. The Tasmanian tiger was an extremely unique animal and had several features that distinguished it from other marsupials. It was a quadrupedal carnivorous mammal with a body length of up to 6 feet and weighed about 60 pounds. It had a distinct coat of thick fur with stripes, giving it the appearance of a cross between a tiger and a dog. It had a powerful jaw with sharp teeth and an unusual gait, allowing it to cover a lot of ground quickly if need be. Scientists believe that thylacines were able to open their jaws extremely wide, wider than any other known mammal. One of the most unique features of the Tasmanian tiger was its ability to carry its young in a pouch, much like other marsupials such as kangaroos. They were agile and had a strong sense of smell, which they would use to track and hunt their prey. The extinction of the Tasmanian tiger was a result of a combination of factors that led to their decline. One of the primary reasons for their extinction was human activity. European settlers in Tasmania in the 1800s occupied the land and brought with them their livestock industry. The thylacine, being a predator, was seen as a threat to their livestock and was hunted to near extinction. The government also offered a bounty for each thylacine killed, adding to the pressure on the already endangered species. Another factor that played a role in their extinction was the loss of habitat. As the human population grew, they encroached upon the land where the thylacines lived, leading to the destruction of their ecosystem. Finally, disease and competition from introduced species also contributed to the decline in the Tasmanian tigers' population. All of these factors combined ultimately led to their extinction, which is a tragedy for the natural world. Despite occasional claims of sightings and traces found in the wild, the thylacine is widely believed to be extinct, and it is a stark reminder of the importance of conservation efforts to protect our world's biodiversity. The Great Auk was a large, flightless bird that once lived in the North Atlantic, particularly in the areas of Greenland, Iceland, and the northeastern coast of North America. These birds stood about 3 feet tall and weighed around 11 pounds. They had short wings and were adapted to life in the water, having a waterproof coat of feathers that allowed them to swim with ease. Their body was designed for diving, as they had a streamlined figure, heavy bones, and webbed feet. They were once incredibly abundant, numbering in the millions, but due to a combination of factors, they became extinct by the mid-1800s. The primary reasons for their extinction were hunting and egg collecting by humans. They were prized for their meat and feathers, and their eggs were considered a delicacy. The Great Auks extinction was a significant loss not only for the animal kingdom but also for cultural heritage, as these birds were widely featured in artworks and folklore. The Great Auk was a unique and fascinating bird with several distinctive physical features. They had a large rounded head with a powerful beak that was perfect for catching fish in the water. Their waterproof coat of feathers varied in color from black to brown, and they had a white patch on their belly which helped to reflect light and warm them while they were swimming in cold water. Their wings were tiny and useless for flying, but they were webbed and designed for life in the water. Their legs were set far back on their bodies, which gave them excellent balance and made them very efficient swimmers. They were also known for their remarkable ability to dive deep into the water in search of prey, reaching depths of over 200 feet. These characteristics gave them a distinct appearance and made them well adapted to their environment. Unfortunately, due to human hunting and egg collecting, we will never see these fascinating creatures again. The Great Auk was once an abundant bird, but overhunting and egg collecting led to their complete extinction within just a few short decades. Humans hunted these birds relentlessly for their meat, oil, and feathers. They were easy targets for hunters since they were flightless and clumsy on land, and they were not afraid of humans. People also collected their eggs for food and for sale, which led to a significant decrease in their population. Furthermore, the decline of the Great Auk population was also caused by the introduction of non-native predators like rats and cats to the islands where they lived. These predators preyed on the Great Auk's eggs and young, putting additional pressure on their population. The combination of overhunting, egg collecting, and predation from introduced species caused a rapid decline in the Great Auk's population, and by the middle of the 19th century, the last Great Auk had disappeared from the Earth. It's fascinating to think about what the ecosystems of the past looked like, and the kinds of creatures that used to walk the Earth. The fact that these animals are no longer with us is a reminder of how fragile our world can be, and how it's incumbent upon us to understand and appreciate what we have, and do our best to protect it. While we may never see these animals in person, they continue to inspire us in a variety of ways. Whether it's informing our efforts to preserve modern species, or simply serving as muse for great works of art and literature, they continue to have an important impact on our world today. And so, as we conclude our journey into the world of the coolest extinct animals, we hope you've been inspired to learn more about these amazing creatures and the world they inhabited. Thanks for joining us, and until next time.